I'm going to quickly walk you through the virtual tours that I produced for the University of South Florida. This is the College of Engineering's tour. On the left-hand side, you're going to see all of the stops. So each one of these stops requires a 360-degree photo in the background. So part of the job that I did as the producer was that I picked each of these locations to help the college tell their story, and each one of these stops focuses on a specific major that a student can look into taking, perhaps a prospective student, or maybe a student that's already attending the university that didn't realize that they could do some cool things like build robots, for example. So each of these stops includes the 360-degree photo background. They also include supplemental content. So you can see lots of additional 360 photos and lots of still photos here that basically walks you through what the students are actually doing on a day-to-day basis. One of my other favorite tours is the College of Arts and Sciences tour. I'm going to take you to my favorite stop, which is the Natural Sciences stop. I love this stop because we used a drone to shoot this 360 photo. The campus is really beautiful here, so it was a great way to showcase that. I also embedded these hot spots that you can hover over, and then you could watch little videos that share stories about the school, or perhaps this is, for example, a teacher's course video that helps students learn about the spring water that students who are going to the school might be interested in. The next stop is the Zimmerman School of Advertising and Mass Communications. This was a really fun stop for me to produce because this is the class that I was teaching at the time. So all of my students got all set up as though they were creating the newscast, and we took this 360-degree photo inside the TV studio. I also interviewed students across campus for every single one of these stops and wrote a script that you can see over here on the bottom right that you could read to learn more about each school. So this one has lots of supplemental content. I produced a lot of 360-degree photos that you could see just by clicking here. I also created some outside and staged all of the models to have them visually represent what the students would be doing. So this is a really fun way to use storytelling tools like writing and photos and videos to help tell a story of each and every one of these schools, because each school is so unique that it was really fun to get at the voice of each of the schools. I also showcased different things that the students can do, like this study abroad, or the relationship that we have with the NPR station. I also used to be a producer at Channel 8, and so I brought my students there for field trips, and this is just a cool way for students to get really excited about some of the classes that they'll be taking. I also edited lots of videos, and I helped my students edit videos for this tour, so you can watch a lot of them here, which basically gives an overview of some of the assignments and some of the content that the students create. One of the other tours that I produced is the Honors College tour, and another one of my favorite stops is the Tampa Museum of Art.
We are downtown at the Tampa Museum of Art, where Honors College students like me engage with the community. I'm Nader. I'm a pre-med student and an artist. Growing up in the United Arab Emirates, I dreamt of going to school in a diverse and creative environment. I'm now the president of USF's LGBT Pre-Health Alliance.
I also produced the audio recordings. I brought them into the audio booth with an audio engineer, and we recorded them telling their own story. I also scouted the locations, so this is another 360-degree photo that we took because the students who work in the Honors College get to do this really cool program with a museum of art. And the cool thing about the 360-degree stuff is that it's really immersive. So right now we're watching it on a desktop, but you can really watch this on your cell phone in like a Google Cardboard or any kind of mobile headset. And if you look up and around, it feels really immersive. And so we spent a lot of time thinking about, where we could go that would showcase all of these things in really creative and visual ways. The last one I'll show you is the Muma College. So we do have lots of student housing, and this one was kind of cool because another one of the fun features that the UVisit platform has is that in addition to hotspots, I also was able to embed things like videos in this TV that was sitting there. So it kind of looks like the students are watching this video play.
The name of our LLC is the Bulls Business Community. The LLC...
All of these videos and all of the photos and all of these supplemental content should really work together to help give students a well-rounded idea of what the experience would be like if they decided to go to the University of South Florida. So I hope that you enjoyed this tour. If you want to see all of the stops, I definitely encourage that you try it out in a mobile headset, or even on your cell phone. You can turn around and look up and look down, and it's just a really cool way to share people's stories.